Hello, hello, hello. I am back with your new series reading. So, this is the second installment of the Single Sage and Seeking. I am your reader, Indigo Sage, an awakened soul. I do have a spiritual based website at unapologeticallysage.com. There you can find information on how to get a personal reading as well as all other tales of tarot. And I am also on Twitter. Excuse me, I was getting ready to say Twitter. Twitter is new for me. I know it's not new in general, it's new for me. And I'm under Unapologetically Sage. Also, you can find Unapologetically Sage on Instagram as well as Facebook. Again, here we are for the second installment of Single, Sage, and Seeking. So here's what I need to let you guys know, that I do advise you guys that this is mature content. Again, mature content, 18 and only, please. The video is not for children. There isn't any nudity going on. However, it's mature content. You've been warned. Now let's sage this out. Okay, here's what. Calling in your soulmate. This is the current state of your singledom, shall we say. You're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Your guardian angels recognize that you're calling in your soulmate by prayers, affirmations, or visualizations. This means you need to work on yourself. You must epitomize the qualities you ask of your soulmate. Remember, like attracts like. What we have in the do position is, and remember the way this is going to go, we talked about your current state of singleness, and then we have a do, a don't, and the energy influence behind both of those cards. And then after that, it's going to be the seeking portion, which is the for future reference. So right now we are at the sage, where we are going to sage this out, and it is the do. This is what your guardian angels are telling you what to do. And it's the 10 of cups upright. How beautiful, right? They remind you that your thoughts become your reality. So basically, you want to be envisioning the 10 of cups, okay? Your thoughts become your reality. Keep visualizations of a romantic relationship that brings you happiness from having peace, harmony, and prosperity in the soulmate relationship. So by them telling you to keep those thoughts, this tells me that there must be some other thoughts creeping in. So stop that. All right. It's just that plain and simple. Don't let any negative thoughts creep in. And I have a feeling, because of course I've done this, I've went through this reading already. I have a feeling it's from previous relationships. Don't do that. But let me go ahead and get to the don't. Let me get to the don't. This is the do. Do know that your thoughts become reality, and do envision the 10 of cups for your relationship, which brings you peace, harmony, and prosperity. All right? Do visualize that. Here we are at the don't, and it is the reversed Queen of Pentacles. And one of the main points is don't overly be focused on material things. Okay? Don't overly focus on material things. Don't do that. Um, and it also says don't become strictly focused on your career, and don't be materialistic. Let's see the energy influence. So your energy influencer is the star, okay? You need to ask yourself, are you healed from your past relationship? So there's lots of hope for a good person to enter your life because you're healing from a past shitty relationship. You are putting that experience behind you, but you may need to pause and ask yourself if you are completely healed from the past. All right? Because I feel like your past relationship is it's what's got you teetering on this materialism kick. I want you to remove materialism out of you looking for your soulmate. Okay? And now, of course, we don't want our partner to be completely broke. Okay? So that's realistic to want someone equally yoked, equally bringing to the table what you are, both mind, body, and soul, mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially wise. Yes, we do want that equality and that reciprocation. There's nothing wrong with that. But somewhere in here, it's saying that you're focused on materialism. That is your don't. And I feel like that's something residual left over from your previous past relationship. I don't know if you had someone extremely broke or if you had someone who wasn't necessarily broke but just took advantage of you. Either way, you can't call that into, if you focus, let me put it like this. Don't call that into this new relationship. The more you think about it, the more you're going to get that. The more you're going to get the same. So the way the universe works, even if you say like, um so if it, so how can I put this? Because you shouldn't be thinking about it at all, because you're putting it out there, and the universe, the way they recognize it is as a request. So if you say, I don't want nobody broke, I want, somebody who has something, they're gonna hear somebody broke. You're gonna get somebody broke. If you say, I don't want someone materialistic, they're gonna hear someone materialistic. So you don't want to do that. Just however you're doing it, okay? Because the universe, your guardian angels actually told you not to do that. So whatever you're doing in regards to that, stop doing it. And their due was telling you to focus on what you do want, so far as peace and harmony, prosperity, love, respect, honor. You understand what I'm saying? So focus on those things. Focus on the 10 of cups, the good things. And then everything else will fall into place. I promise you. All right. And if you want specifics, go ahead and hit me up at unapologeticallysage.com for personal reading. Now, let's check out seeking for future reference. All right. For future reference, the seeking portion of this reading says life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. In general, ease up on relationship pressure. Okay? You may be putting too much weight on being in a relationship or married. Ease up on that pressure on yourself. Follow the path of your natural desires, talents, and passions with the full intention of bringing yourself joy. Before you know it, you'll meet your mate who will bring you joy because like attracts like. Now we are towards the end of this message. And yes, I kept it sweet and short. Finally, I'm not long-winded on this one. So, for most of you, you may already know this is the angel number message tile, and it is 117. The angel numbers are messages from our angels. They send us messages all the time by using numeric value. So what you need to do is, if you're seeing a repeated number, then they're talking to you. If you see one number one time, but it's just kind of highlighted and it stands out, they're talking to you. Go ahead and Google that number, and then you will find a plethora of information. So here I'm giving you the bullet points, not the plethora, because we are all unique individuals, and there are different things in those messages that means different things to different people. So I am here to give you the bullet points as they relate to this message. Angel number message tile 117. The bullet points are: recreate our own reality. You've consciously steered your life in a positive direction. You have a good reason to feel optimistic and happy with yourself. When you expect great things happen. Okay? And this one stood out to me. Never regret the time you feel like you spent in a relationship. Leave the experience and keep the lesson. Okay? And understand that we do create our own realities. And so just continue to be optimistic and happy with yourself. All right? And continue to visualize that 10 of cups. Okay? So let's continue. Right here, all right, is what they call a shameless plug. All right? And I'm so excited to let you guys know that finally I can bring you guys some of my photography artwork and some of my phrases and quotes, and some have Bible verses on it. So the one I'm featuring here, and by the way, they can be found at unapologeticallysage.com on the Unsay merch store tab, excuse me. This one says rejection is God's protection and sometimes redirection. Okay? So this especially may hit home if you are just getting out, and even if you're not just getting out of a past relationship that was shitty, whether you're just getting out or you got out 8 months ago or a year ago or 2 years ago, if it's still lingering in your spirit, just understand rejection is God's protection and sometimes redirection. Okay? All right? So, there's 5 available magnets at this time. They are only, get this, only $4 each, and that includes shipping and handling. So that's point blank $4. All right, and they're big. They're 5 by 4. Okay. So the quotes are placed on my photography from my walking meditations. All right. So go there, check that out. They're only $4. Very beautiful. And this picture, honestly, it doesn't even do it justice. When you actually receive it in the mail, it's gorgeous. All right. Not to toot my own horn, but they are. They're gorgeous. And there you have it. This is your single sage and seeking reading. We are at the end. If this resonated with you, you know exactly what to do. Please click like and subscribe. Now, let me explain real quick. When you click like, and especially when you subscribe, what that does is that helps this message, the future messages, resonate with you even more, because that puts your energy in it. And so when I go to channel the messages, all right, I ask for the collective. You are the collective. When you click subscribe, you are my group that I'm asking to connect the message with. So it's very important that if it resonates with you, that you do click subscribe. All right. And plus, you'll be notified of the next one. And of course, you cannot forget this. Go ahead and visit my website at unapologeticallysage.com for more enlightenment. It's a spiritually based website all about my spiritual journey, my spiritual awakening. So, yes, there's a tab there for tarot, but there's also much, much more enlightenment there. And don't forget, check out the store. All right. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderfully blessed week. And remember to stay safe.